Let's run down our top 5 games this year too that we enjoyed.
That's not gonna work for me because y'all probably gonna say The Last of Us and stuff, and I can't even say it.
I'm not gonna say it anyway because I'm saving that for a video.
That's funny because I was gonna make a joke and be like, "Well, Tick didn't play 5 games this year, so he can't even say now."
That's funny.
So now I know you was plotting against me. That's what's up.
Scheming.
It's gonna be funny, bro.
Niggas try to get at me. What's up, motherfuckers? NW in here, aka the Honorable Black Hokage, aka Negro Gogeta, aka Osmosis Negro, and welcome back to the Gaming Illuminati podcast. And if you slow from sipping on that codeine, just know we on episode 15. Make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes, and links to the articles on everything we discuss is in the description box below. And of course, I've got my co-host with me. He takes more naps than a Snorlax, and is the rebel of the Daily Motion Underground, Game Fanatic. Can we get your opening statement, sir?
Man, fuck you.
That's it.
And the other co-host, he just got a new apartment on the east side, so he thinks he's moving on up. Talking about UTX JG the Don. Can we get your opening statement, sir?
Y'all been waiting on this, haven't y'all? Huh? I know y'all missed us, but we're here, so stop your bitching.
First, I'd like to say I could tell your apartment is empty as fuck because you got an echo on your voice.
That Doc Trey echo. Oh, damn, you do got that Doc Trey echo.
And my opening statement for today, all you people who keep begging us for a damn episode, please realize that we like to keep it gaming on the show. If there's no episode for a week, it's because ain't shit to talk about, especially since ain't no damn games coming out for the console. So quit bugging us talking about when the next episode. Like JG said, we know y'all missed us, but get over it. That's just like, we don't talk about fucking cows and all that other shit like these other podcasts, these other quote unquote gaming podcasts.
Shots fired.
You said what?
Oh, shots fired.
Announcements before we get into the show. 4K is now available on YouTube to view. This video is not in 4K, but just putting it out there that YouTube upgraded its video player. Videos are now displaying 4K, and this is, I'm only saying this, but this is all the people who say that 4K doesn't matter, and you know, on your console and or videos or whatever, it doesn't matter, but it does matter because YouTube is now displaying in 4K. We're moving forward in the future. That's technology. Go ahead.
And if you do check out the 4K video, and probably, you know, most of y'all with the lame ass PCs won't be able to run it very well. But if you can, you will not be able to notice the 4K resolution unless you have a 4K monitor. Just want to throw that out there.
True. So yeah. Just putting that out there. Another announcement, The Wolf Among Us, the game made by Telltale, is now available for free download on Xbox Live. In case you didn't know, go cop that.
About to go get that right now.
You didn't even know that?
Nope.
Yep, that's free. It's just episode 1, but it's still free.
It's worth.
Yeah.
Don't play them games, see?
Right.
It's free like that. Oh shit! Shooting.
Another announcement. For the month of January, PSN Plus members get BioShock Infinite, A Tale of Two Sons, and Devil May Cry, the new one that came out in 2013 for free in January. So look out for those AAA titles shitting on Xbox Live games for gold. You can now stream through Twitch from Shadowplay. Xbox One and 360 are getting TV shows, and the Steam holiday sales are going on. That's enough of the announcements. Let's get into this motherfucking news. Battlefield 4, it's been banned in China. Reason being, China, for those of you who haven't played the game, the way that China's portrayed in the game is not very well. And China didn't like the image that, I guess, these American developers, they made them look bad. So they banned the game in China. What do y'all think about this?
Oh, man, I saw that coming. First of all, I'm surprised, like I said to you earlier, I'm surprised Russia hasn't banned Call of Duty or Battlefield, because it seems like most of our games is always we fighting against Russia.
Yeah.
So, it probably is banned. I think it might be banned. I'm not even sure, but so I'm not surprised that China would ban it. And you know, I'd probably gone to war anyway. I'm like, fuck y'all, and probably would have shot a missile over here. But that's just me, though.
Because of a video game, damn.
Hell yeah.
Don't wish that on us. Hey, don't wish that on us. We live in DC and Baltimore. We the closest. We gonna get blown up.
Oh yeah, now you know they oh yeah, they gonna go right for DC.
Don't wish that on me, nigga.
Right, they right on the coastline, boy. They just boom, boom, they got your ass. But shit, I don't know what to say rather than they're salty because it's a video game. They shouldn't really take anything serious, but you know how they are. It's always at least 1 or 2 games that get banned in some random. It's usually a random country, but this time it's China. They need to get over their feelings because I ended up playing a game and beating it, and I was just like, I was just playing through it. I wasn't even thinking about how China was being portrayed. They had Russia in the game too, so whatever.
Why did we just go against Korea though? Like it would have made more sense to do Korea, like South Korea.
You really want to get blown up?
North Korea. South Korea. Yeah, like North Korea. Like why don't we just go at North Korea?
I think they thought about it. They probably thought about that one. It's like, China ain't that bad compared to North Korea.
That's funny. Who we gonna bully in this video game? Like, what's the name? They're like China shouldn't have banned it because of that. Because like JG said, when I was playing the game, I didn't really think about it as far as us like having combat with them or whatever. More so, they should be mad the fucking servers are broken. If you play Battlefield 4 on PC, it's like damn near impossible to find a game and take a couple minutes because ain't nobody playing that shit because it's so fucking broken. But you know, I'm just beating a dead horse at this point.
What game was this?
Battlefield 4.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
You all right? You get a nap today, bro?
I'm reading. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm reading stuff on Twitter. I'm sorry.
There we go. For he likes to eat when we're recording the podcast. He likes to read shit. He don't even be paying attention. That's black folks for you when you work with them. We might as well cut into the sad music because it's time for the sad Nintendo news. I know we're starting off early, but news in the gaming industry is just coming in a little bit slow. But fuck that sad music. Nintendo had their little Nintendo Direct the past week since we did our last podcast. They announced, well, they didn't really announce. They just showcased more Mario Kart 8 surprise, more Donkey Kong surprise. What else did they show? The Hyrule Warriors. What do you guys think of that game where they're basically combining Dynasty Warriors and Zelda?
Can they just not? Because how many Dynasty Warriors out, yo? Is it like Dynasty Warrior 55 yet?
Nah, they ain't there for. I think they own like 7. I think.
Let's talk about these Wii U fag boys though, because like they're all talking about, oh wow, this looks cool. What's cool about it? I mean, Dynasty Warriors been dead since the PlayStation 2, and they still making them joints, but now y'all cool because it got a Zelda's. It's cool because it got a Zelda skin on it. I don't get it.
What it look like? It looked like it's like some special DLC or something for Dynasty Warriors with Zelda in it, and he just has all the special moves that Zelda does, like throwing bombs and shit. I mean, I love Dynasty Warriors, but the game needs to have been dead like years ago. So, whatever, man.
All you do is hack and slash a group of enemies that the AI is dumber than a nail, dog. Like they just sit there and let you hit them, and you just hack and slash them with one hit. Like how fun is that? I don't understand why people like it.
That better not be.
It was fun back then. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, the original
like
ones.
Any kind of game. The original Dynasty Warrior was a fighting game, and that one was good. Okay, you know I like fighters anyway, but
right.
Actually the controls were shit, but after you got used to it, it was good. But
I don't know. Dynasty Warriors kind of reminded me of like an arcade version of a war simulator, you know. So I don't know. I just like all the special moves that you can do. I like running around feeling like I was a fucking god and I was a hero and just destroying people. So it was fun to me until I got to like 5. Then I finally got sick of it.
If they add on the next Dynasty Warriors some cuts, like some quick time events to the attacks and some slow down matrix shit, then it might be fun and I might pick it up. But other than that, you just run around, you slash at a horde of enemies and they all flip in the air and fall down dead and just disappear.
Them quick times and slow down ain't enough for me. I know one thing though, this game better not be no damn $60 title. It better be 40 or below, because that shit ain't worth no damn $60. Fuck that.
People gonna be mad as hell in the comments. I don't care, it sucks.
I finally got something to play on my Wii U. Another announcement, Rosalina from Super Mario Galaxy is going to be in Smash Bros. She looks hella OP. But
Zelda's going to be in it too.
She's been in every Smash Brothers.
Oh, well, I don't play that bullshit ass game anyway.
This is motherfucking cool, yo.
I just saw some news on it like it was something new.
She's been in it. Zelda's been in it since Melee, which was the second one, and we're on the 4th one now. So she's been in there for a while.
Come on, man. Where you been at?
Bro, hey, look, I just saw the news and they made it like it was something special, so I thought that she was new in the game.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I've only watched the game. I never played it. Okay, I played it once.
She could turn into Sheik, yo. It's 2 characters in one.
I played the game one time, and then I was like, okay, this is shit, and then I didn't play it no more.
Oh my god!
Takes
All right,
delusion,
moving on.
Yeah, but the biggest announcement from the Nintendo Direct was Chibi Robo. They it's a game that came out on a GameCube, where basically it's like this little miniature robot, and he's like your personal assistant, and he just goes around cleaning up the house. Like it's like a maid simulator, but you're a robot, and like I don't know, like Nintendo
Is it like
said,
Mr. Mosquito? Because that was the shit.
in a sense of like the scope, where like everything is big because you're so small. Like in that sense, yeah, Mr. Mosquito. But I don't know necessarily gameplay wise. But
Right.
Nintendo, go ahead.
Let me ask y'all something though. For all the serious Nintendo fanboys, were you demanding this game out of all of the games that Nintendo has come out with? Were you demanding Chibi Robo?
Because what Reggie said, he said we've been listening to our fans, and they've said that they want games that have been dormant, franchises that have been dormant. So he's like, we're gonna bring it back, and they bring back Chibi Robo from the GameCube. You gotta look at it. I'm gonna send you a link to that shit. You're gonna be like, what is this bullshit? But the last piece of sad Nintendo news was during Christmas, the Wii U network went down. And what's funny is Nintendo put out like this statement basically saying that they weren't expecting for the Wii U network to go down, because they weren't expecting basically like so many people to be like so many newcomers to be on the Wii U network. So what's funny is they're basically saying is we didn't expect so many people to buy Wii U's for Christmas, and that now the network, I think it's back up now, but it was only down for like a day. But I just thought that was funny. What y'all think about that?
It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
no comment. No comment.
Yeah, I ain't shit. Nintendo just having a hard time. We told y'all it was a slow time for gaming news right now. That's all the news we really got, because like I said, ain't shit else to talk to out. So we're just gonna go into the conversation about the best and the worst moments in the year for gaming. Does anybody want to open up with one of their favorite moments of gaming in 2013?
See, I did play a lot of games in 2000.
You ain't shit. What did you play, Tick?
See, I've only played like Tekken and shooters.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be a game. I'm saying like your favorite moments. Here, I'll open it up.
Opened this.
One of my favorite moments of the year was E3, when Microsoft came out with them bullshit ass policies and everybody took a shit on them. And the reason that was one of my favorite moments is not because Microsoft got shitted on, but because people finally use their rights as a customer to say, hey, if we don't like this, then we're not gonna buy it. And Microsoft listened and they changed their shit up, and we got a better product because of that. Versus, like every other time when I put out that PlayStation video where I was talking about the share feature on it needed improvement, like half the comments were people complaining, talking about, why are you talking about this isn't any good? It just came out and you need to stop hating on Sony and that. Well, if you don't let them know it needs improvement, how would they know? You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was nice to see that finally people complained about something and it wasn't considered bitching.
I found it. Yeah, that was a real good moment. That was honestly right, because a lot of shit has happened during last gen that has fucked up the whole gaming community. Like the whole gaming in general has just been shit now. Like we talked about microtransactions and shit is now probably going to be the new way of getting money out of people on the next gen consoles. And then you had to pay for the internet shit and all that stuff. And like I've always thought that was stupid. Paying for DLCs like maps and shit like that on Call of Duty, I've always thought that was stupid, but people always damage control it like, oh, it's worth it. I got the money, so I might as well. Man, like I always would tell them, like, this is just a way for them to get money out of you, and they're gonna test it out the first time, and then after that, they're gonna be hitting you with them all left and right, and that's what happened. So after Call of Duty 4, after they did that bullshit, they started throwing map packs at you all day at the Modern Warfare 2, 3, and all of them. So like, this microtransaction thing is definitely gonna be the future, and it's like people don't have to use their skill anymore if they want to be better than you. They don't have to unlock anything. They don't have to earn anything that just pay for that shit.
I mean, I'm for microtransactions if it's in a free to play title, as long as it's cosmetic. My biggest issue is when you pay $60 for a game and they put that shit, even if it is optional, it's like it shouldn't even be there. It's annoying. That's my biggest issue with it.
My thing is, if you pay $60 for a game, you shouldn't have to pay $60 just to play this shit online. And like, it was funny that when Xbox was doing it, this was like Sony fanboys like thing of picking on Xbox. Well, at least we get to play our games for free. And then once Sony announces it, and I make a video about this, I get all the hate in the world. Well, Sony deserves this to make their internet better, and it's going to make PSN a lot better than it was on PS3. But the shit still keeps going down. It's still having some issues, and you still paying $60 for that shit.
True. People need to start complaining more because, ultimately, these companies, they thrive on the cash that you give them for their products. So if you just keep taking the dick in the butt, they're just going to keep doing it. But if we come together, we start making more YouTube videos, fussing in forums and shit, because believe it or not, these companies are paying attention, fussing for damn sure on Twitter, fussing on Twitter about what you don't like about something. If we come together, these companies are not going to do it because ultimately they need our money. But, y'all keep paying for them $15 map packs, you dickheads.
it's like feeding the bear, yo. It's like, you remember they had the signs at the zoo that say don't feed the animals. So it's like they like if you're in the wilderness, they got the little sign, don't feed the bears. And it's like if you feed the bear at your house, the bear's gonna keep coming back to your damn house.
Who feeds bears?
It's some white people that's crazy as shit.
Weird motherfuckers.
Actually, it was a show. Hey, look, it was a show on the History Channel and shit where a woman got killed because she fed the bear and the bear kept coming back to her damn house.
Hey, speaking of that, you ever seen that movie, that dude who lived with the bears and then the bears killed him? The white guy?
No.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
But yeah, like it's just like that. So these developers and stuff, they're just like the bears. You keep feeding them, they're gonna keep coming back with more and more. So
yeah, just companies have been they've been trying shit. It seemed like this year has been a trial period for companies. They just randomly just throw stuff out, see if people will bite on it, and then they did. So they're like, okay, well, if they're dumb enough to pay for this, then we'll introduce something else, and then see if they do that. It's just a never-ending cycle, and people keep doing it. And if no one speaks on it, then they're going to just keep doing whatever they want to do and continue to make a profit off of us. So there you go.
And to go back on what Tick was saying. I think I coined 2013 was the year of the boring ass sequel, and that's why someone like Tick didn't play a lot of games this year. Like I only played a lot of games just to review them, give my opinion on them because people asked me about them. But a lot of these games I probably wouldn't buy them. It seemed like every game had a 2, 3, or 4 at the end of its title. So I mean I can't really blame Tick for not buying nothing because it was the year of the boring ass sequels. What do y'all think about that?
Right, it was the year of the born ass sequels, but most of the reason I ain't play a lot of games because I ain't have a PS3, the console that actually did get games this year. I had an Xbox 360 console that didn't get shit, so didn't get to play a lot of the games that came out that I could have played and wanted to play. Yeah.
Wasn't it? All right, I'm gonna give y'all another story, another funny moment. This ain't really like a big story, but I think it was back like right when they started taking pre-orders. Y'all remember the Ouya was outselling the Xbox One?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I just found this story out like a couple weeks ago. Apparently back in April, a Twitch streamer got exposed because he was on Twitch pretending to be handicapped. And basically what happened was he was live streaming with his people or whatever. And I guess he wanted something to drink or he had to go to the bathroom. And he got up out of his wheelchair without thinking and started walking on camera. And his Twitch channel ended up getting banned. And the problem with this is he was getting donations. They said he had over like 10,000 donations over the span of 2013. So he was faking. He was like a con artist faking being crippled just to get donations on Twitch. What y'all think about that?
Damn, yo. People have no morals these days. That's crazy.
All I could do is laugh at the dumbasses who was giving them donations, though.
Right? they didn't even ban his account. They IP banned him, and I just thought it was funny. Like I wish I could remember his name. I'm gonna have to link you to that shit after the podcast. But it was hella videos, people going in on him. Another thing
That
I
must
thought.
have
Go ahead.
passed the radar because I didn't hear about that one. I guess that slipped my radar.
That was before we started getting into Twitch though. That's why.
Okay.
Because that was back in April. I just randomly found that in the related videos, and then I started doing research on them. I thought that shit was funny, so I put it in the notes because it happened.
I got a funny moment.
Go ahead.
This summer, when our very own Game Fanatic joined the hate community, it started going at it with everybody.
Hey, break it down. What exactly happened?
Come on.
So Tick got bored. Nah, let me go.
Let the man speak. Let him cook. And then you'll have your defense.
Hold on, cuz. Hold on.
Now, let me go, yo. So
Oh, wait,
Tick
I
got
remember
bored
now.
this
Go ahead.
summer. Yeah, Tick got bored this summer. He was like, yo, I got to talk about. So this fool, he started making all videos about E3 and about the Xbox One and the PS4. And then you start going at it with some people who we know. and then he made them all upset, and he was trying to put one of these people on our podcast so he can debate with us, but he never did. And that's why we always say the Tick was part of the hate community, because he started making those hate community type videos and going at it with some people.
Had some falling outs. We just recently started talking to one guy he had a falling out with earlier this year.
All right, go ahead, Tick. What you gonna say?
Hold on, man.
What you gonna say for yourself?
Nobody was part of the hate community. I was just putting up videos talking about the consoles and all the shit happening with them. Apparently, it was just the Xbox had the most news that was on it, so I just kept reporting what I was hearing. Nobody's been part of the hate community. They came at me. They got mad as shit, making little videos, taking shots. So I was like, okay, well, I'll make a shot back.
Yeah, so you went back at them, so that officially put you in there. So that was your hate community phase.
Well, I did that with anybody though. It was just some people that was part of the hate community. But hey, look, he didn't really say my name in the video though, so it don't matter. He just said, I forgot. He said something stupid.
True.
He said he had the $12,000 PC. That's what he said.
Yeah, he even say he was like little weirdos. I got $12,000 PC. You talk about? He was like, you waving that Sony flag, but you ain't got a PlayStation. Shit. Your audio don't match your visuals. So
right. But that was still funny though.
Yeah.
Another funny moment, which comes every single year, is that Call of Duty reveal. And when they introduced that dog, people went in. Yo,
I sure forgot about that. All the memes, yeah.
Yeah, Twitter was a war zone, bro. That dog Riley straight killed Twitter for like a good day at least.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, what's the name? Speaking of this, since we talking about memes, what's the name? This just recently happened, but I thought Cranky Kong, I thought that was one of the funniest moments of 2013.
That's still 2013.
Yeah, what's the name? Just because like if you was actually like watching the show as it happened, and then you seen it, Cranky Kong was trending on Twitter for like a day straight, and people were just going in because that was the first time that they ever went to fucking the VMAs, and that was what they had to show, fucking motherfucking Cranky Kong. So that was pretty funny.
Yo, nah. The funniest thing that happened in 2013 that had to do with gaming was the YouTube ID claims. I don't care what nobody say. That shit had Twitter lighting up, and that was the funniest shit I was seeing. Everybody mama had a video complaining, and Angry Joe by far had the funniest one because he was mad as hell. He was about to start bawling. That shit was hilarious. Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna come to the defense of Angry Joe. I don't think he should have got on camera and cried like that. I would have done some shit like that. But at the same time, I can sympathize with him because the type of videos that he makes, like let's get something straight. Like these content ID matches, these people who do Let's Plays, I kind of feel like that's kind of a gray area because fair use defends people who do reviews and parodies, but it doesn't really say anything about a Let's Play is not a review. You're just playing the fucking game. It doesn't really take any talent. So that's why a lot of my videos didn't get flagged, because a lot of my videos are reviews or parodies, so they fall under fair use. But like him, Angry Joe, I can understand why he gets mad because he does reviews and parodies. He falls under fair use. But these Let's Play guys, I don't know about them.
My Let's Play channel hasn't gotten a flag, or my channel hasn't gotten a flag. I don't know what kind of immunity I have, but I haven't gotten any kind of shit since that whole ID claim. But I just found it funny though. But it was messed up because the one thing that was bad about it is with Angry Joe, they was going at videos that he had the most views on.
Right.
And then like it was ones like people were claiming it that wasn't even from the gaming company.
That happened to me too. But I didn't make a video crying about it. Like,
yeah, and then Nintendo claimed a video of it was some developer he had an interview with, went and claimed his video.
Yeah, it was Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Like, how you gonna claim an interview video? That's ridiculous. I was just about to mention that. Shit's crazy.
That is hilarious, bro. Yo, I'll tell you, that whole stuff was funny. Hard 8 Times switched it up and stopped showing video games. He started posting like every day, 3 times a day. He just started posting gameplay again. Cause I hit him up. I was like, yo, why don't you post gameplay? Yo, I haven't got hit by nothing. He was like, man, I got hit by a few. I was like, man, I ain't having no problems. I've been posting Battlefield all the time and ain't got no issues. So he just started posting gameplay again.
Yeah, it ain't that. I mean, you don't have to be necessarily scared about it. It was more for the audio, if anything else, when it comes to, the gaming community. It was more about the audio. Some audio visual was hit, but for the majority, you could still play games, especially if you were an actual partner. It was just those random videos that got hit.
Yeah, that shit was funny to me.
I made my little video. I said, hey, I'm gonna lay low, kind of see how this plays out. But that whole getting on camera, spazzing out and crying shit, like I don't know. He left himself open for the trolls. I wouldn't do some shit like that. That ain't me.
I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen in the new year when that real bullshit starts. I can't wait for the videos. I can't wait.
Oh, stupid. Hey, yo, like, that's going to be hilarious to see how many videos. I can't get my motherfucking video up. They said, chill out with the Let's Play.
This is going to be amazing.
But hey, look, that content ID match, that's the exact reason why people always ask me, why don't you ever do full Let's Plays? I never post more than 3 parts because I feel like if you enjoy the gameplay, then go out and buy the fucking game and support the developers. And now some of these developers is coming out and be like, no, you can't post my full game. What the hell? Nah. So that's why I stay away from that shit. I do more high effort videos, so I don't get bothered,
People that watch Let's Plays, when I watch Let's Plays, it's always a game that I've already beaten. Like, that's the only way I'll watch it. I wouldn't watch one that I haven't beaten, or if I do watch it, I'll watch it in pieces. Like when JG was doing that Metal Gear game, I watched like chapter 1. When he did chapter 1, then I watched like chapter 7 next. And then I'll just watch like in big skips. So it'd be a lot of scenes that I missed.
Were you ever gonna play that game though?
I probably would have, but I'm not. Probably not.
And that's the argument that some of these devs are making. That's why you can't post some of these games, because they're saying you're hurting your sales. But in your case, you said you probably wouldn't. But I feel like most people, if you have the nerve to sit up on YouTube and watch a full Let's Play, I feel like you weren't going to buy the game in the first place, at least for most cases. That's how I feel.
See, now games I watch full Let's Plays of, they're either old games that I know I'm not going to get, or The Walking Dead, because I'm not going to play that shit. So I watch Let's Plays of that, and I watch them from like 2 different, I watch it from multiple people because, some people make different decisions. So I can see what happens on both decisions. So with that game, yeah, I'm watching Let's Plays. But other than that, I ain't playing that game. It's nothing they can do to make me play that game.
Yeah, I got any more funny or weird or sad, any type of moments from 2013 you remember?
Oh, there's got to be tons.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Sad moments, though, is like a lot of developers went out of business, like THQ being one.
True. Well, no, they went out in 2012, but it was like late 2012, so I guess you could say 13.
Oh, I thought it was this year.
Nah, that happened 2012, because I remember actually saying that specifically in my Best of Games 2012, because they made, what was it, Darksiders 2, and I remember saying, people talk about they want creative games, but then you don't even go out support them, and now THQ's out of business. Or was that 2K Games that made that? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was THQ.
It's one of them, and then some funny / sad news is Capcom might be going out of business soon. They're close to bankrupt.
Capcom could kick rocks.
See, exactly. But no, I don't want to see they deserve that ass one, but I don't want to see them kick rocks because they've been.
It's like they deserve it, but you don't want to see them go.
Yeah, they deserve it so bad, but you just don't want to see them go.
DLC
Nintendo on the same
disc.
boat, though. Nintendo deserves it so bad, but you don't want to see them go.
Right.
I don't want Nintendo to go at all, yo. But they
need to grow up.
Yeah, they need to grow up, and they need to give people the game that they want to play, not put all that bullshit out and making tons and tons of Marios. Like, yo, how many times can you play a damn Mario game, though, bro? Like, come on.
Super Mario World 3D, new Super Mario Land, Mario Tennis, Mario Basketball. What else is there? Mario
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers, Dr. Mario,
Mario Kart, Mario at the Olympic Games,
Mario Soccer, Dr. Luigi. Like, it's just way too many. Like I said, Super Mario got the world's longest job resume. That motherfucker done everything, bro. That day, like, if you go for a job, you don't want to compete against Mario because he gonna get the damn job every time. Damn, what's some more moments for 2013 I can remember? I remember when Sony announced that the PS4 would have no DRM. That was a big deal. Like, they got a standing ovation. That was a big deal.
Even though it was bullshit, but yeah, they did announce that shit.
They played it out well. Kingdom Hearts 3 was pretty big too.
No, they could cut that out. But
you a hater. You a motherfucking hater. Shit.
It's the DRM thing, dog. Like, that was cool. When I first heard it, I was with it. I was like, yeah, that's my boy, Sony. Because I was already saying I was going back to Sony because Xbox left a bad taste with me. So I was already heading back to Sony. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Go at them. Yeah, we ain't doing all that bullshit at Sony. And then I get the news that, yeah, they pretty much had DRM. They just kept quiet for a long time because they wanted to see how stupid Xbox would be. And that's why you motherfuckers have to install your games on your PlayStation 4 because there was a DRM policy there that they had to get rid of on that first patch that you got. So
yeah, a sad moment though, speaking about the same thing, was the fact that originally the Xbox said that they were going to have DRM and how they were going to set it up. So I was originally thinking that, well, I can't even get any games from GameFly anymore because if that's not mine, so I can't even install it on my shit. So I was about to be extremely upset.
That also, if you wouldn't have been able to lend and trade games with your friends, that also would have put a lot of business out of business, like you said, GameFly, but also the mom and pop shops that are left over, and whatever gaming rhythm, what's the word? Gaming renting services they are. It would have put them out of business it wouldn't put them out of business because you could still do it with the PS4, and the Wii U, but it would have been less business. They would have been hurting, I guess you could say.
Yep.
Yeah. What else? Oh. Shit. I fucking forgot. It wasn't even that serious anyway. Fuck it. I forgot what I was gonna say. It was a sad moment, I think, but I forgot what it was. It was something about Sony though.
I wish I could remember everything that happened in 2013. It was.
Oh.
Hey, go ahead.
Well, we got a happy moment though because Xbox came up with that whole DRM idea and talking about sharing games and stuff like that, and then they took it away because the console gamers actually stood up for themselves and didn't want that.
I said that already.
Yeah, but sir, if I can I put a but on that? Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. But Steam on the other hand decided to take the idea of sharing games.
But did they take the idea? Because you remember some news leaked that it was in the beta code before that whole situation, the Xbox announcing that shit.
Oh, okay. Well, Steam came out with the whole sharing of the games with your friends and put it out on Steam. So now, we can have friends who have a game and they can share the game and we can actually play their games that are on their library. So that is a good moment of 2013. On Steam's behalf, and Steam is also still free.
Speaking of that, like you said, when Xbox said that they were going to do their game sharing or whatever, and then people said they don't want that DRM bullshit. I thought it was funny because like Microsoft was like a kid who brings a basketball to the court for a pickup game, and he's the one that doesn't get picked, so he takes his ball home. Like they never really gave an explanation of why they had to take away the game sharing. They just said, well, if you wanted the DRM, we're gonna take the game sharing too. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, they got mad.
Right.
Like, fuck you, I'm going home.
Right.
So Steam still has that, and Steam is still free to play. You pay for your game, and you play that shit online for free.
I haven't activated my Steam sharing yet because I'm just lazy. But JG, I know you activated it. How does it work? Does it work nice?
It does work nice. The only thing is, originally we thought that it was going to be a simple process. But once you get through the hoops, because you have to first get the person's information who you want to share with, then you have to log in as them, and then it's going to send them an email saying that, hey, someone is logging in your profile. Do you authorize this? Then you hit yes, and then you gotta hit share. So it's kind of a lengthy process. It's not simple at all. But once you get through that, if you really trust somebody with your information, then once you get through that part, then it works. And the only drawback is, which they didn't explain until after it came out, is if the person is, well, they actually kind of did, but it still doesn't work exactly how they said it. But if somebody is playing the same game as you're going to get kicked out after like 15 minutes. I still haven't really tried it out like that, but as far as I know, it works correctly once you get through the hoop. So it's nice.
Well, it's still in beta or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's technically still in beta.
Well, Ethos told me the whole sharing information shit doesn't even really matter, because he said you could just change a password and then let the person that you want to share your account with, let them into the account, authorize it, and once it's authorized, you can just change your password back, but they stay authorized. So I mean, sharing your information really isn't that big of a deal.
Right. That is true.
Okay, because I was going to say that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to do it. Second reason I'm not going to do it because I'm stingy as hell. Third reason I'm not
stingy.
Third reason I'm not going to do it is because I don't feel like going through the whole time because I'm lazy as hell. So probably never going to do that. Probably never going to do it.
Don't nobody want to share their games with you anyway. You got a weak ass library anyway.
But then
how many games you got on your library?
How he gonna say your library better than mine? But you just said you only played like 2 games this year.
That's on the consoles. I ain't say on the PC. Yeah, it didn't say on the PC, sir.
What you got on the PC?
Hold on. Why, am I really going to go through and name all these? All right, so you have this game at Batman Arkham City, Black Mesa, which is the mod Half-Life 2, that's Half-Life 1 pretty much, Borderlands, Champions Online, which I'm probably uninstalled because they got rid of my damn characters, Counter-Strike, Global Assault, Counter-Strike Source, Crisis 2, some game called Dead Horde, which is awesome. No, it's horrible. Don't play that shit. Dead Space, Dirt 3, some other free-to-play game that I didn't even play. I just downloaded and just uninstalled that shit because it was gay. Fear 2.
and you bought all these games in 2013? Because all these games sound old as hell.
Oh, no, I bought some of them late 2012, some of them 2013. Hey, I was struggling in 2013, so I ain't had the money. I was working at Target, so fuck what you heard.
True, you don't got to sit there and read your whole damn list. I'm pretty sure the listener don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, they don't. But you asked.
I don't want to hear about your Steam sales, your superior Steam sales at low prices at great customer value. I don't want to hear it.
And I bought 3 games during this damn Steam sale because they was like $3. Like I bought 3 games under $20.
True. I bought last night Brothers: A Two Tale just because that was a nominee for Game of the Year, and it was only $5.
Mass Effect 2 for $5.
Cop that.
Yeah. Never.
He's still not. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's just trying to crack a stupid ass joke.
You know what was a sad moment for all of us?
What?
Oh,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles not working. You already
Fuck
know.
that game, yo.
You already know.
that shit makes me cry every time I think about it. That was $15 wasted.
You remind me, I gotta uninstall that piece of shit.
I've been uninstalled. I'm mad you still have it on there.
I just don't even think of it because I got 2 terabytes on my joint, so I don't be thinking about my hard drive space. But I definitely need to uninstall that.
I'm actually thinking about this Mass Effect 2. I'm looking at it right now too. Like I'm really thinking about downloading it.
I heard it's nice on PC. I heard it's nice. What's the name? If you guys don't have any more moments, let's end the conversation by going around the table and grading each of the big 3. Speaking of, hold up. 2013, Ouya suck. Just want to put that out there.
These graphics look nice.
Piece of shit. Yeah, I heard it's nice on PC. All right, so let's start off with Tick. What grade would you give Microsoft for 2013?
Microsoft, they get a C plus.
And why did you give them a C plus?
Because they messed up when they talked about that whole DRM thing, and then they were trying to front like they couldn't change anything, and then they went and just flip-flopped like 2 different things or 3 different things. But when they did flip-flop, they did do some good stuff. And then they had like the best, to be honest, they had the best launch lineup, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. In my opinion, that launch lineup was better than PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I've been said that. What's the name? What about you, JG? What do you grade Microsoft?
I'll give them a flat out C, for the same reasons that they really left a bad taste in my mouth initially bringing up the DRM thing, but they did have a better launch lineup with the exclusives, and I really didn't like their their so-called free games that they gave on Xbox Live, because they could have kept all of them games. If you ain't play them games and you had an Xbox 360 for this long, you should just kill your damn self. I don't know how you haven't played Halo and Fable and what else did they give you? Assassin's Creed 2, like all these old ass games. Like it was so bad, but other than that, yeah, they just get a flat out C from me.
Man, y'all too nice. I'm gonna give them a motherfucking D plus. Microsoft get a D plus, and this is why. Okay, like y'all said, the whole DRM thing, and then they reversed it. But my stance on the DRM is you don't reward somebody just because they tried me. Okay, I still feel like Microsoft tried me. They shouldn't have did that DRM bullshit in the first place. So I'm not gonna reward them. But the only reason I still give them a passing grade with a D plus is because their launch lineup was solid. But I still don't think we should praise them. They did try to change it, but at the same time, you shouldn't have tried me in the first place. That's bullshit. Think of it as like somebody's trying to butt fuck you, and then you stop them from penetrating, and then they say, "Oh, I'm sorry." You accept their apology, but are you gonna forget? That was probably a little extreme, but y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also that hardware not even stronger than the PlayStation, so they kind of take a loss on that too.
Oh, true.
That whole cloud bullshit, the cloud don't be helping at all, especially on Rise, where the load time is just as long as a PlayStation 1 game.
And another reason I give them a D too, the D plus too, is because, and this goes. I'm not giving Sony a D plus, but it goes for both Microsoft and Sony. Y'all little fucking Wii U haters want to crack jokes because ain't no games for the Wii. Ain't no games to play on the damn PlayStation and Xbox One. And my shit is collecting dust. I still play on my PC. Ain't shit to play on it. Like the launch lineup was cool for the Xbox One, but then eventually I got tired of it. And there ain't no games coming out till February or March. So y'all sitting there cracking jokes at Nintendo. Still ain't shit to play on these other consoles, so that's why I give it that grade. Sony, Tick, what do you grade Sony?
Sony gets a B.
Why is that?
Because let's see. Okay, so the hardware is, they obviously have the stronger hardware, so the console is the strongest. But on the other end, they had the most issues during launch. They had more issues than Xbox did with their launch of their console. It was just plenty of things that was happening with the PlayStation 4. And the only thing we had with the Xbox was, the whole Blu-ray drive clicking and making a whole bunch of weird noises. And that was it. Oh, yeah, and that A button shit, too. I forgot the controller port or something, whatever that was, but something was fucking up with that. Also, they won me over when they said that they didn't have the DRM thing. But like I said earlier, we find out that they actually did have it. They just stayed on a hush about it. And then, it finally came out, to light that they actually were planning on doing the same thing. Because why would one developer allow the Xbox to have, the DRM but not have PlayStation do it? So that makes no sense. So it's obvious that PlayStation was going to do it too. And that would make sense that Nintendo didn't have all these games because of that reason. Because Nintendo seems like they're actually more for the gamer. They just don't know how to put games out for the gamer, but they are more for the gamer.
They're more for the gamer. They just don't know how to package the product, basically.
Yeah. So another thing, PlayStation. What I heard about PlayStation is they charged people for online, and that's another reason I took some points from them, because it was good when they had it free, and people were saying that they were going to it all happened when they got attacked on the PS3, when they got locked out for a week or something, when they got locked out, and then people were putting all these rumors maybe next year they're going to start charging people because of this, and it'll make the PlayStation Online better. So they ran with that, and then they started charging people, and they probably try to give that as an excuse. But the online is not any better than it was before. So that was pointless to charge people. And lastly, I would say I take points from them because of their launch titles are doo-doo, son. Like Killzone looks good, but it's boring. And then they don't have shit else. There's nothing else to play on the PlayStation 4 if you get it.
Yeah.
All they had is Killzone.
Resogun is a cool game, but it's like one of those games that I buy a PS4 to play this arcade game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they really didn't have any titles at launch that were actually worth playing. I mean, not to say Xbox had really good ones, but they were still better than the PlayStation 4s. And then on top of that, the console, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sony is hard to judge.
They take one step forward, two back. Like, you know, I know what you're saying.
Like it's hard to judge them because it's like it's a lot of bad issues with Sony, but then there's a lot of good ones on the other foot. So it's like it's hard to judge them. Microsoft had a lot of bad at the beginning and kind of slowly tried to step back, but they still were bad. So
let's just go ahead and let JG give his grade on Sony because Tick talking too damn much. What you think, JG?
Damn, bro. You should have ended this shit. Sony gets a B- for me. Tick pretty much brought up all of the things. They had a great E3, even though they kind of just put the wool over our eyes. But their launch lineup was lackluster. The main thing, I think that they really should have made sure that their infamous Second Son came out. It would have made their launch lineup way better if they would have brought that out. I give them a B- because they're selling really well worldwide, better than Microsoft, better than Nintendo right now. But my main issue, besides the whole pulling the wool over our eyes with the DRM, is the fact that you have still to let anyone know when they're going to be able to use these capture cards.
Oh, I didn't even remember that. Good point.
Oh, yeah.
I sure forgot about that.
Yeah, because they said next year, but when next year? You know, people are doing these workarounds just to... There's a player shit, but guess what? Microsoft said that, you know, all capture cards are fine. So that's some bullshit. And also having to pay for PlayStation Plus, even though PlayStation Plus is an amazing service and is better than Microsoft. Just like Tick said, the fact that you have to pay now and it's still not working up to par for us paying for it now is kind of whack. So whenever I get my PlayStation 4, I want to be upset if it's not working. You know, as good as I did with when I had Xbox Live. So we're gonna have to see if they get their shit together. But yeah, the main thing I was just mad about is that capture card thing. But other than that, I think that Sony is doing way better than they did with the PS3.
Oh, and get some better pads on your damn controller too, because I've heard that shit is breaking apart. Is that happening to you, ModernWarNegro?
No.
The thumb pads?
No, that shit. I think that was an isolated incident. I seen the pictures in the video of that dude. What the fuck was he doing?
He might have long fingernails
with his controller? Because I was his dog chewing on the damn controller. Like, did you actually see the picture?
Yeah, I saw the picture.
For those of you who know, we're talking about, like, some dude was complaining his shit was tearing up, and on top of that, he's the only one I've seen complain about it. I ain't seen T-Fly complain about it. You ain't seen Hard 8 or anybody complain. I haven't heard any.
He did say his was kind of.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I didn't see that video, but for the most part, I haven't seen anybody complain. My shit worked fine. If your controller like that, I'm sure. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say Sony made a poor controller, but at the same time, how much are you playing this shit? Like, put that shit down, bro.
Some people ain't got no lives though, bro.
Right. My shit worked fine. I'm gonna give Sony a B+. I agree with both points Tick and JG made. I don't like that they're charging now. I remember I said in my video when I reviewed E3 that it was time for them to start charging because they losing money. Then I thought about it, so I retract that statement. I don't like it now. But what I do like and why I give them a B+ is because even though PSN goes down from time to time compared to Xbox Live, PSN Plus, like, it's just the value for your money. Like, do I need to read down the list again? In the month of January, PSN Plus members get BioShock Infinite, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, and Devil May Cry, all for free. These are 3 games that you could argue could be Game of the Year for 2013 for free.
Yeah, Steam doing for that shit.
And that's just for the month of January next month. Every month they put out quality games for free. And not only that, but I bought a PS Vita in 2013. I don't own one physical disc for my PS Vita. All my games have been digital downloads. And you know why? Because PSN Plus. I bought a 64 gigabyte memory card, which fuck Sony because they're expensive as hell. But at the same time, I love them because I don't have one physical game. PSN Plus, it's like 10 free games a month on PS Vita to download. And some of them might be games that you never heard of, but I've been playing them. They're like real good Japanese RPGs and shit. They're dope ass games, man. Like, you can buy a damn PlayStation and you don't have to have any physical discs. You just get free games as long as you sign up for PSN Plus. So I give them.
Yeah, I guess it ain't bad.
Yeah, I give them that plus for that. But yeah, all those other points, I'm not gonna reiterate it. I agree with them. So B plus for me. How about what about Wii U? Tick? What would you give Nintendo? What would you give Nintendo a grade for the year?
That shit get an F minus.
That's hold on. I said Nintendo, not Wii U. Keep in mind they do got the 3DS.
That shit still get an F minus.
God damn, why?
Cause, bro, all right, the 3DS. First of all, that shit blind the shit out you anyway if you turn the 3D on.
You said it blind the shit out. That is true. I agree. I hate that shit.
That shit hurt the hell out of my eyes.
It hurt mine too.
Second of all, they come up with a 2DS, which is not 3D, but the bitch, you can't even close it. The shit is open the whole time.
It look like a slice of pound cake.
Yeah, like why? Why would you come up with that? That was stupid. But it has Pokemon on it. That's it. The Wii U on the other hand, Mario,
Pikmin,
Mario, maybe Zelda somewhere down the line, but Mario, Cranky Kong. It's horrible. It's horrible, son.
Well, you forgot that whack ass. What was that game that I reviewed?
The wonderful
and that whack ass game.
Wonderful 101, exactly. So yeah, they are pretty much losing. But like I always say, support Nintendo. Maybe they will turn it around later on. Apparently, I heard that this year is going to be Nintendo's year. So if that's true, support Nintendo. Hopefully they do step it up. But next year, next year is supposed to be that year. But this year, this definitely wasn't Nintendo's year. This was definitely an F minus for Nintendo. And I'm done.
Okay. What about you, JG?
No online.
Nintendo grade.
I want to give them a D minus, and the only reason why I give them a D minus is literally because of Pokemon X and Y. That's the only reason why I feel like they made a significant profit, even though the Wii U sold, of course, but it didn't sell as well as any other consoles. Nintendo they were fucking up the entire year. You delayed so many games. Like the actual games that people somewhat care about, or at least the Nintendo fanboys care about. You really didn't have any games this year, and the games that you were going to come out with, they got delayed. You came out with a bundle with a 10-year-old game, Zelda, Wind Waker HD, and then the Nintendo fanboys try to damage control that and say that people really want to buy a Wii U because of that. Get out of here with that bullshit. You came out with the 2DS, which no one expected, no one wanted, and Nintendo fanboys try to damage control that and say that it was for children, even though this is who you marketed it to, but that's still bullshit. You came out with a Wii Mini, which isn't even a Wii U. That's a regular Wii, and it's red and looks like a damn tablet. Don't nobody want to buy that shit either. What else? Just you all are terrible this year, absolutely terrible. And the only reason why you don't get a flat F is because of Pokemon. Like your handhelds are cool, that's awesome. You all are making profits with that, but I just don't feel like you all are ready to still compete with Microsoft and Sony in the hardware business. So let's hope that you all make a good comeback in 2014. But 2013 was not your year.
And we can't really mention the graphics because it came out 2012, but damn, like you're still in last gen. But go ahead, ModernWarNegro. Go ahead.
All right, my grade for the Wii U, I give it a C minus. I'm not gonna give it a D. I'll give it a C minus.
Nice.
I'm coining. Well, listen to me. Why? I'm coining Nintendo for 2013 as the year of the apology. So sorry. The reason I give it a C minus is even though the Wii U was some trash because it didn't have a lot of games, they still did good with their 3DS. Like you said, Pokemon X and Y. Y'all forgot about the new Zelda game that came out. That's been getting a lot of Game of the Year nominations. I've yet to play that, but I'm sure it's pretty good. Zelda game is always good. And then I got Project Cross Zone on my 3DS, which was one of my favorite games of the year. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the game with Jin Kazama and all the...
That's one of my favorite games from the year. So, and I'm sure there's plenty more games off the top of my head that I can't think of, or I just didn't bother to play because I'm just now getting back into the handheld market. So, I like the 3DS. As for the Wii U, I don't care about Pikmin. I don't want to play that shit. I played Super Mario World 3D. I'm like 2 hours into it. I don't think I'm gonna play it anymore. It's definitely a good game, but it's like I've played this. Like that, and you know what's sad about Super Mario World 3D? That's the first Mario game that I played since Super Mario Sunshine. I didn't even play the 2 Galaxy ones, which are quote unquote classics by most people. I haven't played since Sunshine, and I'm like, I've played this game before, so
You like Super Mario 3D World though, right? Didn't you like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Super Mario World 3D World. That's what I'm saying. It's the same shit. Is Super Mario Sunshine. Like, it's the same game, and I didn't even play the Galaxy ones.
What's tripping me out is, why don't they come up with like another Mario that's like Mario 64?
Why don't they come out with a Waluigi game? Waluigi, you know what I'm talking about? Wario's Luigi's little evil twin. He a motherfucking goon. I like Waluigi. So, you know. What other games was there? Wonderful 101, trash. High production value, but the controls are inconsistent. And I know I'm gonna get some comments from some Wii U fanboy. You don't know how to play the game. Your motherfucking tablet is just not responsive enough. Zombie U, I had that, even though that came out in 2012. That game was boring. But my biggest problem with the Wii U is they just didn't know how to market it correctly. And the best example I could think of is, y'all remember back in the day when we was kids when the Game Boy Color came out? I'm not talking about you faggots listening to the show. I'm not talking about the Game Boy Color with the color on the screen. I'm talking to JG and Tick. Y'all remember when the Game Boy Color had no color on the screen? It was just a colored Game Boy.
It was just a colored Game Boy.
Yeah, it just came in different colors. Now, when that came out, and then remember when the actual Game Boy Color came out that had color on the screen, everybody knew the difference between the Game Boy Color screen and the Game Boy that was just had the colored body. And the reason everybody knew the difference was, one, the screen, obviously, but Nintendo took the time to actually put out commercials and advertise the difference. And I feel like that's the Wii U's biggest issue. It's the perfect, like, they don't take the time to show the difference between the difference between the Wii U and the Wii, like they did for the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Color. That's my biggest.
Let me correct you before the idiots in the comments start going in. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, so it wasn't, the colored ones weren't called Game Boy Color. They were called Game Boy Pocket. So they were the ones that were, they were the small ones.
I remember maybe that was just me and my friends then, because I remember we called it Game Boy Color.
Yeah, they were actually, they were just called Game Boy Pockets. And they just had different color ones you can put in your pocket and all that stuff because they were real small and slim.
Then the Game Boy Micros, though?
I never, what the hell is that?
No, the Micro, that joint's from like 2005, not that.
Yeah. So,
it was actually back then. I don't think it was called the Pocket back then. They also had a Game Boy.
You sure? Let me Google that right quick.
Game Boy Pocket.
Original.
But I remember Game Boy Pockets though. You don't remember the Micro, man?
No.
Yeah.
I swear that wasn't 2005. Maybe it was.
Yeah. See,
maybe I am thinking about the Pocket.
Yeah, you think about the Pocket, yo.
I'm Googling this right quick to make sure it was called the Pocket.
Yeah, I just did. There all the color ones right there. But they were called the Game Boy Pockets, and then that's when they came out with the Game Boy Color, which actually had the color.
Okay, so let's say that so it was called the Game Boy Pocket. Still, I'm pretty sure that me and my friends weren't the only ones that called it Game Boy Color, because y'all knew what I was talking about right off the bat, right?
I did, but I was saying you were wrong. I was just letting you finish.
No, I'm saying, but y'all, you get what I'm saying. Like most people did not call it the Game Boy Pocket. We called it Game Boy Color. And people knew the difference between that Game Boy Color or Pocket and the actual Game Boy Color. That's the point I'm trying to make. They just need to spend more time explaining what's the difference between the Wii U and the Wii. And they need to put more hardcore games out. Stop trying to appeal to the casual audience, because the casual audience doesn't understand why you need a new console every 5 years. So, yeah.
All I'm saying is the Game Boy Color still got his ass whooped by Game Gear, who did it a few years before them.
Game Gear sucks. It didn't have any games except for Sonic. Don't get into this. And that eight batteries. That 8 batteries.
Only 8. This fucking
you had to buy your batteries from Sam's Club and Costco. You had to buy the value pack, nigga, because that shit kept dying.
I had to get a battery pack for my Game Boy Color because that bitch 8 batteries. But you know why? It 8 batteries, but it ain't had no backlight in the Game Gear. It did.
And that battery pack weighed 10 motherfucking pounds. It weighed more than your young ass. It weighed more.
It actually didn't weigh that much. The first one weighed a lot, but then they came out with a second one that was better. But people just get what people say is the best because people like to pick mainstream shit up instead of getting something that's actually better.
So what game?
I ain't gonna start the rant. I ain't starting the rant. They missed the rant when your broke ass shit didn't record it. But
so what games was on the Game Gear again? Remind me.
First of all, they had all the sports games. They had Sonic. They had Mortal Kombat with blood in it. They had a whole lot of other games, man. What you mean?
And all that was played on a 1.5 inch screen. Boy, hush.
First of all, the screen was actually bigger than the damn Game Boy. So what you mean? And it had a backlight. I could play that shit in the dark without getting a makeshift light and plugging it into my Game Boy.
And you could get an arm workout because that shit was so heavy.
It wasn't heavy. First
Yes,
of all,
it was. What you mean?
It wasn't heavy.
This shit was a fucking brick, boy.
It wasn't heavy.
Somebody knocked their ass out.
It wasn't heavy. It wasn't heavy. So y'all just see now y'all sound like the people that say I don't want a gaming PC. I'd rather play on the consoles.
You reaching, boy.
Yeah, you really are. You really are.
No, I'm not.
I like the Game Gear.
Y'all
though.
like?
Yeah, I didn't say I didn't like it.
I actually love the Game Gear, but it was way too big for me, and this shit ate through batteries.
I remember I had it.
It was better hardware wise.
I remember my parents bought it for me, and I sold it after a week because the batteries kept dying. I was like, this shit sucks.
Because you weren't smart enough to get a battery pack. See, my parents bought me a battery pack instantly with that sucker, so I didn't have none of this issue.
Well, I never owned one, but my cousins had that one, and I was like, damn, this shit running through batteries, boy. They ain't never had one.
I used to play that sucker on a whole trip from North Carolina to Baltimore, and it didn't die. So, I don't know what was up with y'all, but my battery did works.
I don't know that life. I never used to travel with it, but
a carrying case and everything, had a little slot for my games to put them in there. Boy, I was living that life with that Game Gear, boy.
That shit was like carrying the PC, boy.
I wasn't that. Game Boy was the Game Boy shit though, because I did get a Game Boy Color after the Game Gear died out, and they came out with the Game Boy Color, and everybody was on that Pokemon hype. So I was like, I'm gonna get one. And then when I got it, I was just mad.
Hold on. Tick was a follower?
Yeah, I followed. Everybody had Pokemon, and I wanted to see what was so good about it. So I got it and I played it. I was like, well, my homeboys let me borrow theirs, so they had a Game Boy Color and they let me borrow it. So I was playing. And I was like, oh, this shit is fun. So I got one for Christmas. They got Pokemon Yellow with it.
Speaking of handhelds, you think Microsoft will ever come out with one?
Nah, they're not trying to be in that market.
They've been rumoring it for hellas, but I think they're just going to stay with tablets. That's going to be their handheld. I don't think they're going to do it now.
True.
Yeah, they're not trying to get in that market, man. Hey, you know what you haven't done a review on, though?
What?
2013, the NVIDIA Shield. I actually looked at that shit at my job, and it's got some good...
I'm not buying that.
It's kind of like the Ouya, though, but it feels uncomfortable. I ain't gonna lie. It feels really uncomfortable.
I've gotten hella comments of people telling me to review that. Like, I don't think you people understand that these companies don't pay. I've had a couple pay me, but for the 99.9999999% of the time, these companies don't give me free shit. They don't pay me to do these reviews. I'm coming out my own damn pocket.
Yeah, okay.
What'd you say?
So this video has been up for, I believe, 3 hours, and he already has 2,000 something likes on it.
What are you talking about?
Views on it, but he don't get enough money to buy that NVIDIA.
He talking about you.
But you didn't. Oh, okay. So you saying I make enough money to buy it? Listen though.
96,000 views on that.
This motherfucking guy.
76,000 views on that.
So back to what I was saying. I come out my pocket 99.99999. Wait, 99%. 99.9% of the time, I'm coming out my own pocket when I buy shit and I review it. That shit like $350 for a fucking controller that play Android games. I'm not buying that shit because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna review it. 9 times out of 10, I'm probably not gonna like it. And then what? It's just gonna sit on my damn shelf, and I just spend $300, and I might not even make that back.
See, why don't you do it like a lot of other channels do? You actually go to the store, right, and go to the display, and you record yourself playing it, right, looking like a dork, and then go home and do a review on it.
So you're basically telling me to do struggle reviews? I'm broke nigga reviews. Whose channel? Who does that?
I've seen a few people. The latest one I've seen was two best friends, the Switcher or whatever. They went and played the Xbox One before they actually bought one, and they did a review on Killer Instinct.
Motherfucking exposed. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not buying it. Because what Android games am I gonna play on it? Like, I know it has a Tegra 4 processor in it. What games on Android take advantage of that processor?
That little fake Gears of War game was on there. Look, alright.
You can run that. Run that on a Tegra 3.
Yeah, they got this little boxing game that look good on there too, though.
You can run that on a Tegra 3. You got to remember that what's the name? Android games are like not PC games. They're like console games where they're developed for the lowest common denominator. And in the case of the console, the Xbox 360 games are developed for the 360 and then ported to PS3 and PC. Same thing for Android. It's made for the weakest phones and then ported to the stronger ones. So yeah,
blew my head away with that number. But okay.
Yeah, nigga. I know something.
Hey, I want everybody in the comment section, all right? If you played The Walking Dead, right?
Hey, no.
Oh, let me say something, bro.
That was gonna be my closing statement.
Oh, that was gonna be a good one. Well, I'm killing that. This is gonna be the statement right now.
Tick said that Krista wasn't black in The Walking Dead, and I said she looked so black.
Hey, leave in the comment section.
We was debating on the game season 1 and 2 of The Walking Dead. Krista from the game. I said she black, and Tick said she white. She Armenian.
His fool's JG was arguing with me.
He said she Kim Kardashian. Yeah.
Hey, so let me know in the comment section. Do you think Krista's black or white, son? I think she's black. These fools didn't think she was black. So please let me know.
Man. Don't accept the niggas' opinion who didn't even play the damn game.
Hey, I don't have to play. I watch every Let's Play. I don't have to play.
You said I watched the Let's Plays, and you the reason why these content ID matches is going on, player. If y'all got anything else to add to the conversation, can we wrap the show up?
Yo, wrap it up. I don't want no AIDS, B.
All right, go ahead.
Can we rate EA real quick though?
Oh, okay. Hey, let's rate EA and Activision. What do you think of those companies?
Again, both of them a flat F. Hated it.
They get a double F minus, a F minus, both of them. Jesus. Okay, no, all right.
Hey, and let me throw Ubisoft in there too, because they said we gonna make 2 Assassin's Creed 4s in 2014. Hell no.
Oh, wait a minute. What about, we even talk about Grand Theft Auto?
What about it?
They're online.
Oh yeah, that shit was trash in 2013 too.
We didn't talk about that. I forgot about that, yo. Should be
still boring. We still got more to talk about. We still got a little bit more to talk about then.
Is that follow online? Yo, they did all that pumping up, and I was like, oh, we gonna be able to do heist and all that. Yo, it is December 29th. The game came out. What was it? August? When it dropped?
No, it came out in
September. The online dropped out in October.
Yeah, and it dropped in October, and we still aren't doing any heist in that sucker yet, yo. Like, everybody's still playing it. They like a level 130 somethings now, just still riding around the car shooting people randomly.
But what about the motherfuckers that's talking about? I always play Grand Theft Auto for the online. What about the people?
Yeah, they mad as hell.
Fake ass multiplayer joint.
Yeah, they thought the game's gonna be more than what it is. They making videos like Grand Theft Auto online. So I'm like, yo, you didn't know the game's not focused on online. It's a single player game.
I've been playing since Grand Theft Auto 2 on PC. What was you about to say, JG?
Oh, give me no fucking heist, man. Like, are you serious? Like, come on, Rockstar. I praise you. I'm a fanboy for your company, but you really got to do something, because I don't know how many people I know sold that damn game. They were just like, fuck it, I'm fed up. You're not giving me heists. I have no reason to play this game anymore. At least they played the single player, though.
At this point, though, I don't even want to play heists. Like, the shit is dead to me, though. Like, I didn't even finish the single player. So
I never played it. I don't want to play it.
Yo, no, I'll play it again when they get the heist. I'm not going to sell the game. But, you also got to wait on the DLC, because, I mean, did you motherfuckers forget? Grand Theft Auto 4 had 2 more DLCs, so I'm waiting on that, because they might bring CJ back, or who knows.
But are they really going to focus on DLC for that game when next gen consoles are out? Which they
yes,
and they take an L for that too, because they should have just waited and dropped it on next gen.
Man,
I'm still waiting on that PC version though.
Oh, they took an L for that too. I forgot all about that. That's a huge L for me.
But let's talk about this Ubisoft. We gonna allocate 80% of our funds into Assassin's Creed, 80% of our studios into Assassin's Creed. That make me nervous for Watch Dogs and what was the other game?
Okay,
The Division.
They get it. I don't even care about them two. I wanted my Rainbow Six Vegas, or no, Patriots, but they just took that back away. So thank you for that.
You could throw 100 pennies into the wishing well at the mall. That shit ain't coming out, nigga. Keep wishing, boy.
Hey, but I'm tripping on why everybody's so hyped over the video. What makes y'all so hyped over the game? It looks like a regular run-of-the-mill third-person shooter to me.
It's just because I kind of agree with Tick. I'm more excited because it's a new IP. I like new shit. So.
Okay.
I like the co-op aspect. It's kind of like open world though. It's kind of like I don't know. It's a third. Well, you don't like third person games for real, so I know you
I love APB to death.
That ain't third person.
It's not. It is third person. Smart ass.
That is third, yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking about that other game.
That's that Grand Theft Auto Online type game.
Yeah, you like APB. That's like the only thing.
But I like SOCOM too. What you mean? SOCOM was my game.
Nah, you was over there hating on third person game. You don't like Gears.
That's because the controls were the worst controls I ever played in my life.
How the control was bad? All you had to do was bounce.
Everything.
Hey,
It does everything, son.
are you kidding me?
Substitutes.
That game, the controls were so easy in that game. You special.
You get stuck on a wall. You see a dude coming, you bounce onto another wall somehow. That shit was garbage.
Whatever, yo. Activision some trash because they had the nerve to put out a new Call of Duty and support it and all this shit, but don't got time to fix they fucking broke game. You know what? You know what makes me mad about Activision? Y'all remember I made that video and I came at them. The fucking support account on Twitter for Activision talking about we're working on a fix. They never came out with a fix for Turtles.
The game is still broke.
Still broke. Yeah. Whack ass shit. What else was there?
And y'all coming out with patches to increase the dog textures on Call of Duty.
Oh, 2013, a funny ass year.
and EA, let's not leave them out. EA.
Oh, bro. We not forgetting y'all missed the Battlefield on its 15 patch and it still causes an issue.
Mister, I gotta download the DLC to play the games that came with the damn game. Like, get the fuck out of here, yeah.
I want to bring out Live 14. That shit look like it was back in 2007.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Live, what's the name? We admit on all major publications that NBA Live 14 sucks, but we still gonna advertise it during NBA games. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Get this free Live 14.
Y'all better buy this shit.
Tweet us right now.
Man, that's the only reason to get it. And Madden, I ain't letting Madden slide either, because Madden, on the other hand, that shit, it still looks like a PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 Madden to me, just with a little bit more polish. They still letting 2K, a game that came out in 07, still look better than them and have more shit in there than they have. Like, that shit is retarded. So yeah, EA taking the L on that shit too. But still, Activision takes the biggest L for me. I don't care. Turtles didn't work. I'm still pissed off. They still advertising on Steam, and you can't play the multiplayer. That shit is gay.
They destroyed Tony Hawk.
Yeah, boy, they kill so many goddamn games.
Rock Band, Turtles.
Really
They're a virus, a motherfucking virus to the gaming community. What else was trash?
EA killed Skate though.
Skate? Nah, not really. They only came out with 3.
Yeah, exactly.
They killed it in a sense they just never made one. But I don't think the franchise is really dead.
No, that shit dead.
If they came out with another one, it would sell like hotcakes. Ain't no other skateboarding game out.
Heard the game was actually good.
Yeah, it is good.
Skate pretty much killed Tony Hawk.
Right.
The first one was good, and then after a while, people just stopped liking it because it was the same shit every damn time.
True, I guess.
They just stopped liking it. So that's what I liked about Tony Hawk, because Tony Hawk, I ain't like that realism shit. That is like one game I did enjoy playing arcade.
Well, hold on. Let me correct you. First of all, I think most people thought that Tony Hawk was a realistic skater until Skate came out.
Oh,
this is true. And then,
most people who never
skateboarded more realistic. Yeah,
they are silly. Then they might be just like you guys who thought Crystal was, white. But you can obviously tell it was arcade. I mean, you can hit like 8 backflips and then do a Spider-Man move where you can web blast your skateboard and pull it back to you. Like, come on, that's.
I think we could all agree that was real arcade. But I'm talking about the basic aspects of the game, like being able to jump up in the air, do a grab, come down, manual, grind. I'm talking about the basic moves, not the special moves and shit.
They silly if they thought that was real. But
yeah.
The very first Tony Hawk, yeah, that I could give it closer to realism because it wasn't too crazy, but you still jumped a little high. But it's still, you could only pull off like maybe 2 moves and that was it. But later on, you could pull off like 4 moves in the air and then go to a manual, then grind on something and get like 1 billion points off of one line for like the whole time period. Because that's what we do online. Like
that was fun though.
Yeah, I used to play that shit online heavy, like Tony Hawk 4 and Underground. I used to play that online and like you used to go against people that used to get 1 billion points off of just doing regular lines. Like I actually scored 1 billion one time on Underground, even though I cheated. It was like a little glitch where you do a backslide grind and then reset your lean meter.
True.
Yeah, so.
What about whack ass 2K games withholding the next gen version of 2K basketball from the PC, but putting it on the damn next gen consoles. That was whack.
Yeah, that was dude. And it was also whack. What was also whack was that they added all those little nice cinematics on the newer version that could have been on the last year version. If anybody knows in the comment section that played 2K7, all the viewers, 2K7 had a mode that was pretty much like what you have on the next gen console with 2K14. Like it was you against a rival, y'all played the street ball, and then we have little cutscenes, and then eventually y'all made it to the NBA. And he was still your rival, like you would go against his team and stuff like that, and then still have like a little cutscene and shit. So they could have did that on current gen.
Hey, you know what I just remember? What about Microsoft? What happened to the power of the cloud?
I was saying that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said that we was rating Xbox, yo.
Oh, when you was talking about Xbox, you was talking so damn long.
Yeah,
I tuned out.
People been damage controlling that shit too. They like, they're not ready yet. They don't know how to use it yet. They're not 100%.
Yeah,
Get out of here, yo.
We found out that a lot of those so-called servers that were supposed to be dedicated are not even really dedicated. Only right. I think Forza is the only one that's going to have it or some shit.
I seen a video from Blackbuster Critic where he was talking about how Microsoft was bragging about having those 300,000 dedicated servers, yet no games run on them. And he was saying, well, if they supposedly have these 300,000 dedicated servers and no games run on them, how come? Is it because there's a catch? Is Microsoft making these? I think the Microsoft makes the devs pay a certain fee, which is ridiculous, in order to get on them dedicated servers. And that's why a lot of games don't run on it. So
yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, it's a paywall to use them. That's bullshit if that's true. I'm not 100. I can't confirm that. I'm just thinking that off the top of my head.
So that would explain why Forza, being under Microsoft Studios, would be one of the only titles that could use it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. They're not dev friendly, as they would like to say. Oh, I just remembered. What was the? You said what?
Oh, because you said dev friendly. I thought you were going to talk about how the hardware for the Xbox isn't really as dev friendly as the PlayStations.
No, I was gonna. The dev made me remind me of the dude Phil Fish, the creator of Fez, when he had like that little Twitter battle with Marcus Beer from Game Trailers. Did you see that?
Oh no.
Apparently, like, he acts like an asshole on Twitter or whatever, and I guess Marcus Beard told him to kill himself. And he was like, and then the Fez creator, he was like, I'm tired of being bullied. First of all, he's an asshole, and you get the energy that you put into the earth back. And he got mad because he got told off. So then he's like, I'm not making Fez 2 because he got told off, basically. So that game is never coming out. Not that I cared about it, but
what the fuck is Fez?
Yeah, he rage quit. You don't know what Fez is?
No.
It's a game that was in development for more than 5 years.
It won it won Indie Game of the Year, I think, in 2012. I have it on Steam. I bought it for like $2. I still ain't played it yet.
The original version that was released, it was very broken, and so he had to take it back and remake it. But it was a game that was in development for a long time, and he was the only one making it for a while. He had like one partner, and then that partner quit on him, and he went through a legal battle with them. But he was pretty much the only person making the game. So
You've seen it, Tick. It's a 2D platformer where you play as like this little white ghost thing.
Marshmallow thing.
Yeah, and you can spin the levels around and shit. Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of funny.
That game looked garbage anyway. Nobody cared about that game.
Shit, you think, man? They did.
Yeah, the little hipsters that the ones
hipster
that,
gamers.
I don't want to play the AA games. I want to play the indie titles. Support them. Those motherfuckers.
Minecraft forever, even though Minecraft is just Legos. When you gonna play Minecraft, MW? Never, nigga. What else was it? The VGAs was pretty funny. VGX, as they like to say. I remember when we talked about it, and I had said on there, I said, well, why do they call it the VGX? Like, half the comments on that podcast, they were saying, it's called the VGX because it's the 10th anniversary of the VGAs, and that's what it's going to be called from now on. But I don't think that's the case, because if it was, well, what's next year's going to be called?
VGX2.
VGXI? Like, what? That don't make no damn sense. But I thought that was funny with the awkwardness with Joel McHale and what is his name, Jeff Keighley. They had a lot of moments. That was pretty weird.
Yeah, that shit was corny. I didn't like it. I remember that. That shit was corny.
I'm glad I didn't watch it live.
Yeah, it was pretty lame.
I just pretty much skipped through.
Just as lame as that little Tokyo game show shit, whatever it was. That shit was lame too.
Another funny moment. When JG was live streaming and the dude in the chat said he was beating off to him on Facecam. I thought that was pretty funny. I made that up.
Right.
Somebody was scared of shit in the comment section. Like, oh shit, they know.
Hey, wait, did this happen in 2013? I want to say it did. That YouTube drama with iFly when he got caught beating his beat on camera.
That was 2012.
That was last year.
Okay, I was just say, damn, time flies. I'm getting old. I can't even remember shit.
That was funny though.
Nah, it wasn't funny, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the dude who got caught, okay, you like to make money beating off on camera, whatever. You do what you do in your free time. Who was the motherfucker that was watching him and found out? Is what I want to know.
Apparently, well, people would probably just call him gay, but he is gay.
Right.
For finding that.
Who leaked that shit? But that's
we
what's
still don't know till this day. I reveal himself.
Who's the low key booty bandit?
No, did you see he came back? Now this was 2013 when he came back and he explained his story as to what happened and how he got discharged and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just goes to show, don't beat your meat on camera, on the internet. You get kicked out of the military. There you go. Lessons learned. You guys got anything else to add to the conversation?
Nah, I think we should wrap it up, B.
Yeah, I think we done, yeah.
All right, take the floor. This has been Gaming Illuminati episode 15. Can we get your closing statement, sir?
So, 2013 was a hell of a year, especially in the gaming community. We had a lot of laughs. We had a lot of sad shit from Nintendo and Xbox. We're not going to just leave them alone. I just can't wait to see what 2014 is going to bring. Will it be Nintendo's year? Will PlayStation actually drop some good-ass titles? And what will Xbox do? But that's all I got, man.
All right, JG, can we get your closing statements for episode 15? Yep.
All right. Well, 2013 was a pretty kind of, I don't know, it was a weird year. It wasn't really too many games, a lot of sequels, so it wasn't really anything new besides The Last of Us. That was the only game that was just like, whoa, like this shit was wild. Like one of the best games I played. That's actually my number one. I might do a top 5 or some shit, but anyways, so I'm hoping 2014 is way better when it comes to the quality of the games. Now that we're pretty much through the next gen or quote unquote next gen phase, which everyone was looking for, and now we see what these consoles can really do. Hopefully they get the full power next year. We'll see what's going on with that. Other than that, shout out to everyone who has been supporting us through all of these episodes. Shout out to everyone who's been sub to me and Game Fanatic and know us through ModernWarNegro. Shout out to ModernWarNegro personally. And we're going to stream more, and hopefully 2014 does not spell the end of YouTube, because boy, as I'm getting popular, I don't want them to fuck with my money.
He finally said it. He thinks he's famous. Big Sean, finally famous. What's the name? Let's see.
On a serious note, yo, I enjoy making videos, so I really don't want YouTube to just be, to just go downhill because of these new policies.
That's a damn motherfucking shame. All right, my closing statement for this episode 2013. Wii U sucks. PS4 boring. Xbox One boring. Ain't no games coming out till like March. And we told you, motherfuckers. We told you. I got people tweeting me. Ain't no games to play on my PS4. Ain't no games. I told you, motherfuckers. We told y'all like 6 podcasts ago. Now y'all see we ain't talking shit. We know what we motherfucking talking, okay? So listen, okay? Listen. And, man, just, I hope y'all had a good year. Like JG said, I hope these new policies don't fuck up YouTube. And, stop fighting. Actually play your consoles. That was some bullshit. And what else? 2013, I feel like was it was the year of releasing broken games, and everybody thinks that's okay. Battlefield 4 broken. Batman Arkham, what was it? Arkham Origins broken. Fucking PS4s and Xbox Ones smoking. And that was 2013 for you. Stop accepting that bullshit. All right, so this has been Gaming Illuminati, episode 15. I'd like to thank you, the listener, for listening. And make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes if you haven't already. I know y'all getting sick of me saying that already, but I'm going to keep saying it just in case somebody else hasn't heard it. We look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments section in 2014. But for now, so long. Farewell, something 2013. We out.
Happy New Year's, motherfucker! I'm getting out.
Happy.